Where have you been? I've been calling you on your cell phone all day.
At work.
Faith wake up, dope sick, fiending for a sniff. Left the house, ain't tell her husband she was gone, she just dipped.
Why is it that you are taking large sums of money out of our account every single day?
While her family's at home, she's out there chasing that high. Roaming up and down the block, she run into this pimp guy. He's conversating with her, asked her if she trying to make cash. Next thing you know, she's in front of the pink house selling the ass. Then she gets dope sick again. She need that boy, so she out there searching again. She's tired of her life. For years she done wrong. Now she wanna do right. She go to rehab to get the help she need, and she tell her family.
I don't know why it's still going. What up? It's your boy, Heaven Hollywood, live on the Heaven Hollywood Experience. Y'all make sure to check me out on Twitch. That is twitch.tv/Heaven Hollywood. Also on the IE Network, YouTube, also on Twitter. So, shout out to everybody that's in. I'm seeing my boy hit them lights. That's right. Tell them about it, me and more. Tell them about him. Hey, what's up, Purple Flowers? Hey, hey, hey. Everybody that's over on Twitch, man, y'all make sure that y'all tap in. Also, join the Patreon, patreon.com/the IE Network. So I'll make sure that y'all get that as well. We got the crazy show tonight, man. We got 50 Cent. Oh, 50 Cent. The man that's always talk about every other black man. And now he got here the skeletons in his closet. He got corpses in his closet from what I hear. Now they're starting to come out. And now 50 Cent, you ain't going to have nobody to come save you, brother. Because all you do is kick everybody when they down. And now it's going to start coming back on you. Like I always said, man. You think them white folks going to save you? They not. They just use you to tear down other blacks. So that way they don't have to do it and then say, oh, they're racist. They'll say, we just go get a black person because they love tearing each other down. So let's just go get one of them who's going to tear down Diddy and tear down Jay-Z and tear down Beyonce. And we're going to use them to tear them down. And black people, they love tearing each other down anyway. So they're going to all go along with it. And what does black people do? They fall right into the trap. Jay-Z is next. Good. Now go take down Oprah. Good. Now take down Beyonce. And that's what them white folks be wanting to hear. Be like, yeah, this is what just like we planned it. Because you got to remember something. I was in the industry 21 and a half years. I was there for the meeting with MTV. Remember when BET was popping? We're talking early 2000, well, late 90s, when BET was still owned by the black man, Bob Johnson. So MTV, they said, what's going over there at BET? Because BET had it going on. The BET Awards was damn near as big as the Grammys back then. BET was showing the Soul Train Awards. Like, that's back when all the black artists was going to the BET Awards and the Soul Train Awards. So MTV was like, wait a minute here. We got some competition over there. What's going on? And BET became one of the biggest networks, Black Entertainment Television. And MTV said, oh, we got to find out what the hell they got going on over there. So MTV, and I got this specifically from a friend of mine who used to work at MTV. Her name is Downtown Julie Brown. So right before Downtown Julie Brown stopped working there, she told me that they used to have little meetings every week, and they would go inside the boardroom and they would turn on BET. They would turn on BET. So you got the MTV people sitting there watching BET. And why was they watching BET? Well, I'll tell you why. Because they said, we have to see what black folks is watching. We got to see what black folks is talking about. We got to see what's going on with this rap music that is taking over the nation. What are black people talking about? What are black people watching? What are black people playing? What type of music are they playing? How are they dressing? How do they interact with each other? And she told me that went on MTV every single Friday. They would all go into a board meeting and turn on BET and sit there and watch BET for an hour or two. And take a look at all the black people tendencies. What show were they talking about? When Teen Summit would come on, what do they talk about in Teen Summit? Oh, what is, and then they would watch Video Music Box. So while watching that, they noticed that, black people, black on black crimes is up. Black people, and this is what Julie Brown told me. That's why I always use that hashtag. They were sitting down in the boardroom, and then one of the executives during the meeting said, "You know what I noticed?" Because they were asking everybody, "So what did you notice while watching BET, while watching Video Music About?" And everybody was telling what they noticed. And one guy stood up and they said, it was his turn to talk, and he said, "You know what I noticed? Black people hate black people." What's up, Sweet? What's up, Project? What's up, Darius? What's up, Bougie? Can y'all believe that? He said they were going over what they noticed. What did you notice about BET? What did you notice about Video Music Box? What did you notice about this? What websites do they go to? Where do they how do they dress? What do they talk about? What are these conversations about? And they was asking everything. What did they notice about watching BET? And what did they notice about black people? And this was before social media. This before social media really got popping. You'll talk about MySpace. MySpace was popping by then. Yahoo Chat, whatever. So he said, I'll tell you what I noticed. Black people hate black people. And they said, what? And that's what he said. And then he explained it. He said they don't like seeing other black people succeed. The women hate to see other women looking just as good at them as them. You walk and they'll be like, "Hey, girl," and they look down at the girl's shoes and turn their nose up after they just said, "Hey, girl." They don't like other women out dressing them. They don't care whether the white women got the same shoes on. They felt privileged. But you let a sister come in there with the same shoes that another sister got on, she's going to be looking down like, Bitch, I did it better. Oh, now she copying my shoes. But they never had that smoke for no white women. Right? So that's what they started talking about. And downtown Julie Brown is black. And she told me, well, she's black, but she's British. If y'all don't know who downtown Julie Brown is, she used to be the #1 VJ on MTV. You can look her up. She would host the MTV Music Awards and stuff like that. And so that's what they started taking on. So as social media came and they watched black people's tendencies on social media, black Twitter and all that, they watch all these things. They see what black people are talking about. They did the same thing at Twitter. I did an internship at Twitter years ago when Twitter maybe was, I would say it was 10 years old. It was going around the time where it had just started turning toxic. And they were talking about black Twitter and this, and so they were like, oh, okay, black Twitter, let's go on that. And you know, black Twitter is different from regular Twitter. So they started seeing, black people hate, they're kind of like, half of them like Beyonce, the other half like Rihanna. Some people like Jay-Z, some people don't. You know, they don't like this black person, they don't like that. Then once Love and Hip Hop kicked in, that was it. Once Love and Hip Hop kicked in, that was like one of the worst things for black people, for white people to see, was Love and Hip Hop. Because they now knew, now there's a TV show where black women and black men are fighting each other, beating each other up, right? And girls hating on each other, girls sleeping with their girlfriend's men, and all sorts of different stuff. And they watched that. They watched it. You know, that's how they came up with Jersey Shore. They came up with Jersey Shore from watching the black reality shows. Remember Jersey Shore? They get into a fight in a bar and then they throw a glass. They got all that from Love and Hip Hop. We're going to have them throw glasses at each other. But we're going to get into, they're only going to get in the bar fight. But Jersey Shore, their bar fights were staged. Now, Love and Hip Hop, you got to remember, at first, Love and Hip Hop was not staged. At first. But as your ratings go up and TV goes up and stuff like that, then they start staging it. It's kind of like, if anybody's ever seen the porn site Bang Bus. The porn site Bang Bus. Now, Bang Bus was these dudes that they're called Bang Bros now. And they started off and they would drive a bus around looking for women that they can bring into the bus and exploit. So they say, oh, we'll give you $100 if you come in this bus and show us your tits or whatever. So girl be like, $100? Or I can just show them the tits? Yes. And once they got into the bus, then they'd be like, yeah, you know, we'll give you another 100 if you give us a blowjob, and then another 100 if you let us fuck you, you know, shit like that. So they found women to do it, and then after they fucked the girl, they would like, oh, you know, put her off the bus, and she'd be like, "Where's my money?" And then they would like take off. So they first started doing it. And for the first couple of people, it was real. But then as they started getting ratings, or they started getting views or whatever, it was hard to pick girls up. Like, not a lot of girls were doing that. So they were making so much money, they started paying girls to do it and letting girls know what was going to happen. Oh, you're going to have sex. They started getting porn stars then. I'm going to all have sex with you, and then I'm going to act like I'm going to kick you off the bus. But they had already been paid. They got paid before they even shot. I did a couple of older Bang Bus thing. That's when I was, messing around with the porn game. And I was like, oh, shit, I didn't know it was fake. But it was fake. And then it turned it into a big billion-dollar business. So that's what they were doing with the black people. And now people like 50 Cent, people like Jaguar Wright, people like Orlando, especially people like 50 Cent, who's very influential, right? Now they pay them and put them in positions and put them on platforms for them to tear down black people, right? Tear down the black people, talk about, these black entertainers, and especially someone like 50 Cent who got a popular TV show. We'll make sure that, your thing grows, your TV shows, your TV series. Will give you this deal with Stars. We'll cut you a deal to get your own app. You just keep on tearing down people like Diddy, Jay-Z, Beyonce, all the black established entertainers. You go tear them down, and people will say, oh, 50 Cent don't like him. 50 Cent is exposing them. 50 Cent is for the people. So now it looks like 50 Cent, the chickens are finally coming home to roost. So we're going to be talking about him. We're going to be talking about this Megan Thee Stallion situation that's still hot and heavy. It's even getting worse now. People are still DMing me, and, well, Tasha K, her and Nicki Minaj must have fell out. Because now Tasha K says she is no longer going to be talking bad about Megan Thee Stallion, and Nicki Minaj is going to get it just like everybody else, and she's going to be objective. So I don't know what happened with her and Nicki Minaj. Maybe because Nicki Minaj stopped acknowledging her after she used her for what she could. Now that Nicki's down with MAGA, she probably don't need Tasha K no more. Right? She don't need Tasha K no more. And she don't want MAGA to see her associated with somebody like Tasha K. So I don't know if that could be it, or Tasha K could just be playing. She was just defending Nicki Minaj the other day when people were talking about Kenneth Petty. So I don't know whether she said something Nicki Minaj don't like or what. But I saw a lot of Bob saying, y'all make sure y'all unfollow Tasha K. Let me see something here. All right. I'm going to try to find that tweet. So we're going to talk about Tasha K. We're going to talk about 50 Cent. We're going to talk about Megan Thee Stallion and this thing with Klay Thompson and people after Lexi Brown came out. We're going to go back and see what Lexi Brown said. And then we're getting into half the people are saying, yeah, Lexi Brown was right. And then, of course, all the Megan Thee Stallion fans, even the ones getting on me that usually talk to me, now all of a sudden they're telling me I'm wrong. You know, why should Megan have to do this? Why should Megan have to do that? Right? Let's see, what else? Well, let's see here. Something she had said. Trying to see where it was. Anyway. Me personally, I think she's just clowning and trying to make it seem like she's going to be objective, but not thinking she's going to be. Right. Trying to see what she has said before. So we got that to talk about. Let's see. They're saying that Kanye West is heading to Albania after multiple canceled and postponed shows. The country is literally building a whole stadium just for Ye to perform. And I bet there's a catch. It's only a temporary setup. Only the concert is over. The entire thing is getting taken down. It's a one-time event, but Kanye got his way and managed to beat the system. So then, of course, a lot of people are talking about, hey, it's going to be in July. Like, I don't think they're going to be able to build a stadium for Kanye West, by July. But we'll see. We'll see. If y'all can hear me in the chat, put a 1. So I know y'all can hear me. Let me check my feeds. Mm-hmm. Points. 9-point game over there. What's up? What's up, BK Banger? Harlem's own gangster. Crimson, what's going on with you? All right, let me share my screen with y'all so y'all can see what I see. Let me go over here before we get into 50 Cent. And 50 Cent, or as my man Sean G called, today's your birthday. Happy birthday going out to BK Banger. I'm going to make sure I post you on my Instagram. So DM me a picture that you want me to use. You know I like to show my people love on my Instagram when it's their birthday. Right? But I got in trouble one time for picking my own pictures. They're like, oh, why you put that picture? So just send me the picture you want me to use. All right, so let's go over here. Take a look and see what's going on. All right, so let's go into this real quick. This Nia Long story. Here again, everybody's always talking about Tyler Perry, but when it comes down to pay, Tyler Perry seems the only one that don't never jip people. So let's see here. Nia Long said that Lionsgate was a contract that she was promised that she wouldn't be paid less than her supporting co-stars. And I thought you, how come you're not watching TV? Didn't mommy ask you, did you watch TV?
No, I'm going to go watch TV with him now.
Okay.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, don't.
I'm back.
I know, I'm glad you're back.
Me too.
Love you.
Love you more. I'm going to be outside.
Okay. So it says Miles Teller got $500K, Lorenz Tate got $500K, Kendrick Sampson got $800K, Nia apparently got $500K, and Coleman got $1 million. If she was paid less than Lorenz Tate and Kendrick Sampson, whom both had about less than 10 minutes on screen time, then she was right to want more money. So this is what Nia is complaining about. So apparently, in her contract, and she was a main character, right? Hold on. She was a main character in the Michael movie. If y'all haven't seen it, go check it out. And she's saying that she got paid less than everyone else. I don't know what's taking so long for this thing to light up, man. Come on, I want to see, where's the tea? The first one is it's not loading. All right, hold on. Let me go somewhere else. Nia Long. Where's Lionsgate? Hold on. Let me try to get the story from somewhere else because it's just taking entirely too long. Nation. Right, so Nia Long, core dispute. Here's the claims. Claim according to reports, Nia Long is quietly fighting Lionsgate after discovering her pay was lower than her male, centers on a favored nations clause intended to ensure her compensation was not less than that of other supporting co-stars, which she alleges was not honored. The role changes while her on-screen time is lower than some co-stars like Coleman Domingo. It is reported that her role was significantly larger in the original script, but was reduced due to late major changes to the film's third act. Reports suggest she is threatening to take the studio to mediation to address the salary discrepancy. Long is rumored to be questioning her return for a potential sequel, citing that she only will return if the price is right. And neither representative for Nia Long nor Lionsgate has immediately responded to requests for comment. So, again, another black woman getting screwed over with her pay. thing I'm talking about when it comes to Tyler Perry, right? Comes to Tyler Perry. Everybody always got something. But you know one thing that black folks ain't never got to complain about when it comes to Tyler Perry is getting the most money. Because Tyler Perry is going to make sure that black folks get paid and black folks get paid their worth. That's one thing Tyler Perry will do. People always got something to say about want to take them down for these that nobody ever seems that. Well, yeah, they produce text messages, but the text messages are borderline flirtatious. I haven't seen any text messages that were inappropriate. You know, I haven't seen it. Now, I've seen some that, hey, you know, that sounds, you know what I'm saying? That sounds a little suspect. But I've never seen anything like inappropriate, like, oh, Tyler Perry's definitely inappropriate on that one. I haven't phone. I'm like, what? Why is this thing moving so slow? Oh man, I gotta change my internet provider because this is just not what I have an Ethernet on top of that. It should not be moving. Should not be moving slow. But yeah, again, Neil Long, right? Let me see right here. Neil Long, you playing Catherine Jackson, like you that's a big role in that Michael movie. She should definitely be getting more money than those other co-stars. Now, and Lorenz Tate, he was barely on screen. He played Barry Gordy. He shouldn't be getting more than Neil Long, who played Michael Jackson's mother. All right. Definitely shouldn't be. Despite a clause in the contract which ensured that she would be paid on equal terms to her co-stars known as Fair Nations Agreement, Long learned that she had been underpaid. Both Coleman Domingo, who plays her husband Joe Jackson, and Miles Teller reportedly made more than the actress. The actress subtly alluded to the dispute during an appearance on the Today Show to promote the film. When asked if she would return to shoot a long-rumored potential sequel, she said, if the price is right. What was an ambiguous joke now appears to be a direct shot at the film's production team. All right, so, hey, man, you're playing Catherine Jackson. You know, you was a big part of that movie. You're Neil Long. You've been around forever. I don't blame her. Get your money. Know your worth. These actors, these co-actors, these co-stars that have not been around as long as Neil Long, they ain't got no goddamn business getting as much money as Neil Long gets. So I'm Team Neil on this one. Now, we're going to head on over to Document Things, where your boy Fitty, or as my man Sean G refers to him, Funny Blue Jacket. Funny Blue Jacket. He calls 50 Cent Funny Blue Jacket. 50 Cent had that zoot suit on that time. That blue looked like a zoot suit. Funny Blue Jacket. So let's go on over to Funny Blue Jacket. See what he's talking about. So yeah, Mr. always getting on somebody, Mr. laughing at Diddy, Mr. laughing at Jay-Z, right? Now he's been hit with a couple of lawsuits. Remember the one he had before with the woman that he was trying to get the bankruptcy to take, where she claimed that he assaulted her? Well, now he's facing another one. All right. Shout out to Document Tings. Let's see here. Okay. All right. Funny Blue Jacket. 50 Cent has been sued in federal court in Atlanta by former longtime employee Monique Mayers, another woman, who accuses him of years of retaliation, intimidation, and harassment after she allegedly refused to carry out unlawful directives. She says the complaint filed on April 29, 2026 in the Northern District of Georgia says Mayers worked inside Jackson's business operations for roughly 12 years before the relationship collapsed in 2019. According to the suit, the breaking point came when Mayers said she refused 3 separate requests. First, to place property in her own name to allegedly conceal Jackson's connection to a transaction during his bankruptcy reporting period. Second, to file a false police report claiming Jackson's driver bodyguard stole a vehicle. And third, to participate in a deceptive termination call involving that same employee. The complaint says she refused to lie to police or expose herself to criminal risk and was then fired without cause shortly afterwards. This sounds like some of the claims people would make about Diddy. Oh my God. Right? The lawsuit said the retaliation did not stop with termination. Mayers alleges Jackson caused Forbes to retract a profile that was supposed to elevate her career, then launched what she describes as years-long harassment campaign involving more than 80 calls and messages, repeated use of her phone number by strangers trying to reach Curtis or 50, and direct evidence that Jackson had allegedly handed out her number to third parties. The complaint includes screenshots and detailed incident log to support that claim. A major escalation described in the complaint involved Mayers becoming a witness in proceedings tied to Sire Spirits. The suit claimed that once Jackson learned she had been subpoenaed and had given sworn testimony, the intimidation intensified. It points to a May 1st, 2024 text saying, "You will suffer, 5th," and to the deposition questioning the next day that allegedly veered into an unrelated, unsolved 2006 murder in a way Mayers says was meant not to gather evidence, but to frighten her into silence. This sounds like the same type of stuff. That he was laughing at and people was blaming Diddy for. Sounds like the same type of stuff. He says, the complaint also highlights 2 especially disturbing phone barrages, one on August 3rd, 2024, and another on August 3rd, 2025, each allegedly involving 15 pre-dawn calls over several hours with voicemails singing, "Bang, bang, I shot you down." Mayers said she reported the conduct to police, the FBI, and the court. And the complaint quotes a judge in a related proceeding as saying, "This has never happened in any case I've ever had." The suit frames all of this as a single continuing course of retaliation against a former insider who refused to commit fraud and later became a witness. It seeks compensatory and punitive damages for emotional distress, physical effects, career harm, unpaid severance, legal expenses, and the alleged long-running invasion of privacy and intimidation campaign. These are allegations only, and Jackson has not yet answered this filing. So 50 Cent has that complaint. He has another woman that's also complaining about assault. I cannot believe the Orlando Magic blew this lead. They were winning damn near by 20. Pistons on an 8-0 run. Come on, man. So 50 Cent's in some trouble. Now, of course, he's also it's projection, elite, projecting everything that he be doing. All right. Now, also, he's in it with his baby mother, who he also tried to force, according to her, force her into selling her life rights. So when she got older, she could not write a tell-all book about 50 Cent. So 50 Cent, Shaniqua Tompkins. So what he was trying to do was sue his baby mother for $1 million. $1 million, right? And what he's saying is she breached the contract by going on YouTube, right, and doing YouTube videos. There's 50 Cent baby mother right there. And that's one of the videos she did. When she was talking about 50 Cent, she told the world that 50 Cent, man, that is a cutie. And look at that smile. That is a beautiful black woman. Man. Ooh, child. 50, I don't know what you doing, bro, but fine black woman. But trying to find a reason. What happened in court recently is that he tried to get a judgment against her, right? Tried to get a judgment against her, and the judge said no can do. This is crazy. 10-0 run, like they just stopped scoring. Bruh, what are you doing? Freaking Orlando Magic, man. Wow. It's crazy. So he tried to get a default judgment for $1 million and said that she breached the contract. But the judge said no, he's going to give her longer to answer because she's saying that she never got the papers. Saying she never got the papers. So the judge said that 50 Cent could not have the default judgment. Now 50 Cent's trying to take it to the Supreme Court as appeal. He feels as though he should get the default judgment against his baby mother. I think the court did the right thing. F 50 Cent, whatever he gets coming to him, he deserves. Always talking about somebody. Always talking about somebody black. Sheesh. There go Jane Doe. 50 Cent. Look, he proudly claimed her. See, this is the reason that he mad at Diddy. Look at the way he used to look. Look at how he used to look with Daphne. Boy, he thought that he had a dime. Yo, the Magic is great, man. They're going to make me lose my money. They made me lose my damn money, man. But 50 thought he had a dime when he had this woman. Look. Ooh. But the baby mother is claiming this. The reason why he took her to court. These dudes are on like a 16-0 run. Like, what is the problem? Dude, 14-0 run. You gotta be crazy. 14-0 run. These niggas gave up a 14-0 run. Wow, man. Can y'all hear? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Y'all, I swear, the Orlando Magic make me sick, man. They make me sick. Like I never bet on them. Like any other time I bet against them, they always won. This time I'm like, yo, I'm a bet for the Magic because the Magic are at home and they're like 7-1 in their last home playoff games. Now the night that I put money on them, these dudes was up 22 points and they just gave up a 14-0 run. Like, come on, man. I swear these dudes be betting. I think these dudes be betting against themselves and be making money because how you give up a 22-point lead in the playoffs and you're an NBA team? Come on, man. So, hold on. Anyway, so that's what's going on with 50 Cent. Let's take a look at. I'm gonna find a video of somebody discussing what's going on 50 Cent. Maybe Ticket TV. He's discussing what's happening with 50 Cent. And a lot of people are now starting to pick it up. They're starting to pick it up now. And 50 Cent, when he was going to the media, clowning Diddy, clowning Jay-Z when he had them cases. Let's see. Here goes. Let me take a look and check out Podcast with Soul. Hold on, y'all. Here we go. Here go my man. Funny be called 50, Funny Blue Jacket. I love this dude, man. This dude is funny, boy. Okay, hold on. He gonna discuss it. Let us know about another incident with 50 Cent. This is the girl, the case that I was just talking about. Right. And then after that, we're gonna get into the Megan thing. Hold on.
Hey, yo, Funny Blue Jacket. I was reading on a press release today on a case that was filed against you recently down in Georgia. That you had called the FBI and put the FBI on Monique Myers, the girl that used to work for you for 12 years. You called 50, told 50, you called the FBI and told them that she was involved in some type of embezzlement scheme with your companies or something like that. She got forced to come and testify at a grand jury because of that. That was in 2024. And then you threatened her. You threatened her repeatedly over 83 different incidents of harassment against Monique Myers from 25 different phone numbers. She filed the federal case in Atlanta, the Northern District of Georgia, and she's suing you for punitive damages, injunctive relief, and what's the other one? I forget the other one. But yeah, in that paperwork said, man, you called 50. Then you wanted her, when you filed your bankruptcy, you wanted to commit bankruptcy fraud, transfer some property and assets in your name to her to protect them and shield them from the bankruptcy creditors, from your creditors, the people you owe.
Wow.
She refused to do it, and then you started harassing her. Yeah, I read that today. I'm waiting to get the whole case. I looked on Pacer. If anybody out there can pull down that case in the Northern District of Georgia, it's a federal case. You can go on pacer.gov, G-O-V. If you can pull that down, email it to me at the podcast with soul at gmail.com. I looked for it today, but it wasn't up. They say sometimes it takes 24 hours before they put them up. But Funny Blue Jacket, man, you got some real issues going on, man. Then I found another case that I'm researching about you too. Girl sued you for 20 million for gender motivated violence against women. Podcast was sold. Peace. All right, what's up?
All right. 1 2 1 2. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. This is crazy. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me, please. Y'all know it was no sound because it went out. Let me know if y'all can hear me. You hear me? Okay. Okay, okay. Yeah, it's cutting in and out. I don't really know what the issue is, but I'm gonna try to fix it. Okay. Mm. All right, y'all can hear me, right? Long as y'all can hear me, let me know. It looks like y'all can hear me. All right. So that was the thing going on with 50 Cent, right? You also got, hold on, again, that situation with the baby mother. He's got about 2 or 3 different cases going on. And from what I hear, more is about to take place because, and I'll tell you why. 50 Cent just opened up his own studio, meaning he won't need these other studios. He won't need these other studios. So they gonna be like, oh, okay, so you don't need us no more, huh? Right? So that's one thing that he forgot to add in. When you get your own studio and you start trying to cut these white folks out, after they've helped you get this deal with this deal with stars and that deal with stars, and now you want to try to cut them out, it ain't gonna work like that. It's the same thing happened with Diddy when he tried to sue Diageo, and they saying we made you a billionaire, and you gonna try to sue us? So freaking Orlando Magic lost my money, man. Right. So that is one thing that 50 Cent is gonna start seeing a lot of, and that is lawsuits, women coming out. Same thing that was happening with Diddy. They're gonna start sending women his way, women that was in the past, and he gonna start seeing it ain't gonna be no fun when the rabbit got the gun. See, it's no fun. You want to make fun of people and stuff like that. All right, it's gonna be no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Let's see if they said 50 Cent is in these comments. Oh, okay. So anything else that we find out, Beyonce had to talk about all other blogs, so somebody had to tell her how it is. Like, come on, man, when it comes to her. Stop it, Tatsuke. Stop it. All right, let's go over the Meg Thee Stallion situation, and we're gonna go to Lexi Brown and go over once again what Lexi Brown said, and once again what I said, because people just don't seem to get it. All right. Now, first of all, there's a narrative going around that everybody likes to paint. They're trying to say that Lexi Brown was friends with Klay Thompson, right? And they're saying she said in this video she was friends with Klay Thompson. So if she's friends with Klay Thompson, then Klay Thompson needs to come out and clear her name. However, that is not what Lexi Brown said. So let's get into it.
Me and Clay do know each other because we both play professional basketball. I would have considered him a friend. I do not know Meg Thee Stallion at all. You know, today, like I'm still the only person that has denied this entire situation.
Let me run that back because she kind of stumbled. She seemed like she's a little nervous. She kind of stumbled. But y'all tell me what it sounds like she said to y'all.
Me and Clay do know each other because we both play professional basketball. I would have considered him a friend. I do not know Meg Thee Stallion at all. You know, today, like I'm still the only person that has denied this entire situation of my involvement and claim that this is 100% false. And the fact that I'm still the only one that is defending my name, I have no idea how to process that. And that's the last thing that I'm like struggling to process, is that there's this massive outcry for protecting Black women, and nobody has mentioned Lexi Brown's name in any of those conversations. I wouldn't have minded if either one of them came out and said it, because at the end of the day, they're the ones that are in the relationship. They're the ones that are dealing with this, and they're the ones who are communicating with each other. So one of them, if not both of them, know that it was not me. It could come from one of their teams. It could come from somewhere.
Okay, so Elite, you're saying what a lot of other people are saying. They're saying if it's your friend, then have him clear it up. But if you listen to her, she just stumbled over her words. She said, I wouldn't have considered him a friend. That's the reason why she said, I do know Clay because we both played professional basketball. I wouldn't consider him a friend. She said, I wouldn't have, because it would not have made sense for her to say, I know Clay because we both play professional basketball. Right? So if he was a friend, right, she would have just said, yes, me and Clay are friends. She said, I know Clay because we both play professional basketball. I wouldn't have considered him a friend. Right? And then later on, she also goes on to say there has been no communication their entire relationship. So meaning she have not spoken to Clay. Megan and Clay's been together what? 9 months? She has not spoken to Clay in 9 months. So if I had a friend that didn't speak to me in 9 months, they ain't my friend no more. They're not my friend no more. And another person heard the same thing I heard. Well, more than one person. Hold on a minute. Let me let her finish. Let me let her finish.
And the fact that I'm still the only one that is defending my name, I have no idea how to process that. And that's the last thing that I'm like struggling to process, is that there's this massive outcry for protecting Black women, and nobody has mentioned Lexi Brown's name in any of those conversations. I wouldn't have minded if either one of them came out and said it, because at the end of the day, they're the ones that are in the relationship. They're the ones that are dealing with this, and they're the ones who are communicating with each other. So one of them, if not both of them, know that it was not me. It could come from one of their teams. It could come from somewhere. The truth is over there somewhere. And I was expecting it to reveal itself from that side of it, the side that actually has the issue, because again, I have no idea what is going on. I have no involvement. I've had no communication at all whatsoever during their relationship. So for them to just allow me to get dragged, for a lot of people to allow me to get dragged through the mud for, I don't know, it seems like 4 days now, knowing 100% what was being said was false, that surely somebody would step in and say, no, this is a lie. Please point your fingers somewhere else, or don't point them at all, but don't point them at Lexi. And by the time the game was over, it had not happened. And, I said, you know what? I'll give it a little bit more time. Surely somebody that knows the truth, and that is almost everybody involved, knows that I was not involved in this situation at all, would surely step in and say something. And it didn't happen. I was getting threats on my life. I was getting threats on my health. My family started getting comments and threats from people. I've had to hire security to travel with me places. So it got to a point where I just was scared for myself.
So that was Lexi Brown, and let me give my take and say, let me premise this on saying, and everybody knows, I am on Megan's side as far as the Klay Thompson stuff. As far as the Klay Thompson stuff, I was completely on Megan's side. I think it was bullshit what Klay did to Megan. He was around here. He can't say she got mixed signals. He was around here calling her Miss Thompson, Miss Pete Thompson, taking her to his family house, knowing she don't have no family. So he's making her a part of his family, making her think that, hey, this is something. Megan was not wrong to think that Klay was serious. For everybody saying, oh, she should have never she was not wrong to think Klay was serious, because Klay Thompson was calling her Miss Pete. I mean, Miss Thompson. Miss Pete Thompson. Named his boat after her. Bought her a Bentley. They're having dinner. They're doing stuff that couples that plan to be together for a long time, getting a house with her. So it was not Megan's fault. It wasn't Megan. Oh, she was moving too fast or this that. That's BS. I was on Megan's side. I'm on Megan's side when it comes to Klay Thompson. However, I'm on Lexi Brown's side when it comes to this, and I'll tell you why. The main reason why is Megan Thee Stallion, Megan Thee Stallion stood on SNL and said, and held her hand up, held her fist up in front of millions of people who was watching, and said, protect Black women. That's been her main call. Protect Black women, right? So do you mean, and I get on the Nicki Minaj fans about this all the time, do you really mean protect Black women, or you mean protect you? Do you really mean protect all Black women, or just protect you? And I like Meg. But I gotta call a ball, and a strike a motherfucking strike. Because if it's protect all black women, Lexi Brown is a black woman. And she's getting dragged into your situation and she's not a part of it. Well, Smiling, here's the thing. 99% of the women that find out their man is cheating know who he cheated with. There is no way that she has no idea who he cheated with. Then how she know he cheated? If he don't know, if she don't know who he cheated with, how did she know he cheated? That's the thing. Trust me. Any woman that's been cheated on, right? Any woman that's been cheated on, more than likely, if I ask y'all right now, any woman that's ever been cheated on, do you know who your man cheated with? I guarantee me y'all gonna say yeah. 99% of y'all gonna know who your nigga cheated with. He ain't gonna come in and be like, I cheated on you. Who with? Of course you knew. No, no, and this is what I'm saying. Hold on, Smiling, because I'm gonna address what you said. And again, if your fans, if it's your fans who are dragging this woman because they think she did you wrong, yes, you do owe it. If it's not that person, you do owe it. Because it's her fans that's doing it. It's her fans that's doing it. Her fans believe that this girl, for whatever reason, is the one who hurt Megan. They believe that this girl is the one that Clay slept with. They're not dragging nobody else. So they don't believe it's multiple women. They only dragging her. So if you see your fan base doing that, I'll give you a perfect example. Remember when that woman was that woman that licked her lips at Steph Curry? Or people thought they licked her lips at Steph Curry? And she was in the audience, and that went all on TV and it went viral. All of the Steph Curry fans found out this woman's social media and attacked this woman. Then there was rumors that she was Steph Curry's side chick. So everybody went and started attacking this woman, saying, oh, he's married to Aisha. All Aisha fans and all the Steph Curry fans went and attacked this woman. Aisha didn't know this woman. She didn't owe her anything. But guess who stepped up and said that ain't true? Hey, what's up, Rhonda? Guess who stepped up and came and told her fans to fall back? It's not true. Aisha Curry. Aisha Curry. This is the same situation. This is the same situation. Aisha Curry didn't owe that woman nothing, but it was her fans and that was dragging her. And Steph Curry fans, oh, you're a home wrecker. Oh, you home wrecker, this, that, and the third. They started dragging this woman. They found her social media. They started threatening her, threatening to go to her job, threatening to get her fired. And Aisha Curry had to step up and say, hey, hey, she did not say she considered him a friend. She said, I wouldn't have considered him a friend. She said, I know him because we both play professional basketball. The best friend I've already asked her that. The best friend has already confirmed that she did not say she considered him a friend. If you go back and listen to it, for her to say, I know him, I would consider him a friend, that doesn't make sense. And then she said, and I don't know Megan at all. She said, I know him because we both, but that's the reason why she said she knows him. If they were friends, she would just said, yeah, me and Clay are friends. She said, I know him because we both play professional basketball. I wouldn't have considered him a friend. That's what she said. And again, later on, if what she's saying is true, she said there's been no communication throughout their relationship. They've been together 9 months. So if somebody ain't spoke to me in 9 months, they ain't no friend. I don't got no friends that haven't spoke to me in 9 months. So that's the first thing. Y'all need to go back and listen to that again and stop going off of what everybody else says. You got to listen. She just stumbled, probably because she's nervous. She stumbled. She said, I wouldn't have considered him a friend. She said, I know him from playing basketball because we both play basketball. I wouldn't have considered him a friend. That's what she said. She didn't say, I would have considered him a friend. She said she wouldn't have considered him a friend. And like I said, the other, if y'all go on Black Sports Online, hold on. Black Sports Online, Robert, whatever his name is, he said the same thing. He heard the same thing I heard. Let me see. He said Lexi Brown never said that she considered him a friend. And I said, I heard the same thing. I don't know why y'all aren't hearing it. Hold on. Let me see if I can find my response back to him. Because I heard it clear as day. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Okay, let me find that post. If y'all don't believe me, maybe y'all believe somebody else. Hold on. Come on. All right, so here it is. And I said this to everybody because everybody's going around thinking that they heard that, and they're not listening. Y'all aren't listening closely, right? Hold on. Oh, there it is. Right. Oh, there it was. Shit. Okay. Here it is right here. Here it is right here. For Robert Littell from BSO, he covers sports. He says, at no point did Lexi Brown say Klay Thompson was her friend. She specifically says they aren't friends. That's what I heard too. But they running with that narrative like Usain Bolt. That's what I heard too. And then I responded to him and said, thank you, Robert. I knew I wasn't bugging. And he said, they are talking fan fiction. So I gave you the Aisha Curry, right? I'll give you another one. When Beyonce, right? When Beyonce was sitting courtside at the Warriors game, and those women saw Beyonce side eye what they thought was a side eye to this white woman who reached over her to talk to Jay-Z, right? Beyonce was sitting there, and the white woman reached over her and was talking to her husband. Now it looked like Beyonce kind of gave her a side eye. All the beehive went and started attacking that woman, right? All the beehive went and started attacking that woman. So what did Beyonce do? She let her publicist put out a message to tell Beyonce's fans to stop harassing that woman. Beyonce knows her. Leave her alone. She didn't do anything. Again, it's the same. It's the same situation. She was sitting at the game. She is the owners or whatever. No, she said knows who she is. She was the owners, whatever. She reached over and started to. Beyonce didn't say anything to her, so why would Beyonce need to tell her fans? Because it was her fans harassing her. The same way how I said, and I don't care if you tell your fans that and they don't listen, at least you told them. Of course, you can't control everybody. Megan could come out and say, hey, leave her alone, and people not listen and still harass her. But at least Megan came out and said, that ain't the girl. Now, if it turns out that the girl is lying and it is her, then that's something totally different. That's something totally different. If it comes out later on that she really was the girl, well, then yeah, then she deserves everything she gets. But she is swearing up and down that she's not the girl. And she said Megan and Klay both know it. And for the people that's saying Klay Thompson should have cleared it up, we all know what would have happened if Klay would have came out and said, y'all leave Lexi alone. Said, oh, you defended that bitch? It must be true. Why are you defending her? Y'all know good and damn well that's what everybody would have said. No, that is not what she said. I wouldn't, because she wouldn't say I would have. Why would she say I would have? And her friend already confirmed that she said wouldn't have. Because I asked, I said, did she say she would have considered him a friend? Because that's what everybody else is saying. The friend said she wouldn't have considered him a friend. She doesn't know him like that. So no, it's not edited. You're just not really listening. She said wouldn't have. It's not edited, but she kind of stumbled. See, that's the problem. That she kind of stumbled. Like I said, she's probably nervous. She stumbled over those words, but she clearly said, if you listen to the context, it would not make sense to say, I know him from basketball, I would consider him a friend. Because she just would have said that without saying, I know him from basketball. That's her point in saying how she knows him. I just know him because we both play basketball professionally. And again, like I said, later on in that interview, she says there has been no communication the length of their relationship. So that means their relationship is been 9 months. If she spoke to Klay Thompson before he started dating Megan, who cares? Who cares? You wasn't dating him yet. Who cares? The bottom line is the same way how I got on Nicki Minaj, right? When one of Nicki Minaj's fans tweeted out Megan's mother's grave site. I seen the tweet. I'm tired of people saying, oh no, that didn't happen. It did happen. I saw the tweet. The tweet was real. That's the reason why security got called. Because the tweet was obviously real. Security got called because somebody tweeted out her gravesite. I didn't say somebody went over there, but someone tweeted out. The tweet was real. And the girl said, let's go and desiccate her gravesite. Now, because security got called, no one ever went and no one ever showed up. But that tweet was real. She got doxxed. I said at the time, Nicki Minaj needs to tell her fan base not to do that. Oh, why should Nicki apologize? She didn't say it, but her fan base said it. And who was the first ones complaining and crying? The hotties. Why did Nicki need to say something? All the hotties were saying it's Nicki Minaj's fault because it's her fan base. Well, Nicki didn't say it. Why did she need to apologize? But the hotties all said Nicki Minaj is responsible. It's her fan base. She should say something because it's her fan base. Well, Megan Thee Stallion should say something because it's her fan base. I don't understand how y'all don't understand that. It's her fan base. You see Selena Gomez do it all the time. Selena Gomez tells her fans, stop harassing Holly Bieber, stop insulting her, stop, threatening her. She tells her fans that all the time. And if her fans don't listen, you can't blame that on Selena Gomez because she at least said, leave her alone. Megan needs to tell them to leave that girl alone. And if it is the girl, then Megan needs to come out and say, I'm not saying shit because she's the girl. Megan is the one who made this breakup public. She's the one who made the breakup public. I'll give you another example. Another example. When Rachel Roy, all right? Rachel Roy and Beyonce. When it was rumored that Rachel Roy was Becky with the good hair, the Beehive started attacking Rachel Roy. But they went and found the cook, Rachel Roy. They started attacking the cook, Rachel Roy. They just went and grabbed the first Rachel Roy they see, started threatening her, started trying to, slander her name. And once again, Beyonce's person, Beyonce's publicist, and just like Lexi said, I don't care who it is. It could be someone from their teams. It don't got to be them. Someone from their teams to come out and say, hey, this ain't the girl. She sounds to me like if she was the girl, I seriously doubt she would come forward and take that chance of Megan saying, bitch, you lying. You know it's you. Or a DM popping up. Or as they said, oh, they told their close friends. Well, what happened? Oh, that account got deleted. Come on, man. And you gonna tell me nobody screenshotted that? Nobody screenshotted it? Y'all, everybody screenshot everything on Twitter. So like I said, while I'm on Megan's side 100% when it comes to Klay Thompson, I'm on Lexi Brown's side when it comes to this. Because just like how Aisha came and cleared that girl's name, she didn't know that girl. She didn't have to do that. But Aisha Curry came and cleared that girl's name because their fan base was attacking her for no reason. Just like how Beyonce cleared that white chick's name and cleared Rachel Roy's name. She didn't owe them that. But it was her fan base that was attacking the wrong woman. You didn't see Beyonce tell her fan base to leave Rachel Roy alone. The real Rachel Roy. You didn't see her telling them to leave them alone. My whole thing is Megan could have easily just been quiet about the whole thing. And I understand why she said something, but she could have very easily just been quiet about the entire thing and then let people just realize later they ain't together no more. By then it could be 5, 6 months. They split up. She really didn't have to let nobody know when she split up. But I get it. Megan was hurt and Megan was surprised by this dude doing this. Because she thought that he was the one. And he was trying to act like he was the one. So I get her being hurt and her putting it out there. But as far as Lexi Brown goes, she got dragged into this because some idiot on the internet said, oh, Lexi Brown was talking to her close friends, was talking to her people and close friends. And she said that Clay was telling her that him and Megan was just a PR relationship. Now, the person who did that was probably a person who didn't like Megan because they wanted to prove that it was a PR relationship, right? And they threw Lexi Brown's name in. Maybe they had seen him following Lexi Brown. Maybe they had seen him in the past say something to Lexi Brown. But then when people said, where's that account out that said that? Oh, the account got deleted. So they probably saw that it caught on and went viral, and they'd have to answer some questions. So they deleted the account. But like I said, if she is the girl, it'll come out. Because Megan will eventually say, bitch, you know it was you. You trying to say that I should come out and clear your name when you know it was you? Okay, so that's something totally different. If a DM pop up, this so-called um this so-called chat they're talking about, somebody would have definitely screenshotted that. Somebody would have either took a photo or whatever the case may be. All of a sudden now, oh yeah, the account got deleted, and oh, nobody's got a screenshot. No, yeah, okay. People be screenshotting everything. So that's my take on that. I think that Megan Thee Stallion should come out and tell her fans to knock it off. I swear, these parasocial ass people, man, that don't know these people, and they just be threatening folks' lives, threatening to come to their job. Like Slang got people now, you know, people say, "Oh, girl, you just doing too much, hiring security for somebody on the internet." Look what just happened to Rihanna. I'm sure Rihanna had no idea. Rihanna said she had no idea that that was going on. She never saw that girl before in her life. She never saw the tweets, nothing. She said, I had no idea that I had someone who hated me this much. That's what Rihanna said. She had no idea that this was going on. She's nice to all her fans. She's accessible. She said, I had no idea that I had people out there that wanted to kill me. So when Lexi Brown says, yeah, I hired security, I don't blame her. You see Ice Spice getting punched in the mouth or slapped in the mouth. You seeing Nicki Minaj's house getting ran up on. People shooting at Rihanna's house. You need security. Lexi Brown is a basketball player, nice looking. I'm sure she got women out there just, especially if you go and take one of these unhinged ass stands that think that she's the one that hurt Megan and broke up her and Clay. Somebody could pop up at her game and try to and shoot at her. Never know. Or catch her coming out of the arena. All right, Rhonda Pollard, thank you for joining in. So that's my whole feeling about that. I think she needs to say something, whether this is the girl or not. If it isn't the girl, just come out and say, "Listen, y'all, stop harassing this chick. I don't know her, and she is not the girl I'm talking about." Or say, "Bitch, I'm not saying nothing. You trying to act like you so innocent when you know good and damn well I saw Clay talking to you, or you know good and damn well I caught you text message to Clay, or I saw Clay text you on the phone, whatever the case may be." And if she don't want to tell who it is, but it just ain't, let's just say, this ain't the girl. You ain't got to say who it is. Y'all, please leave her alone. This ain't the girl. Thank you. Good night. That's it. But all this stuff about, Megan don't have to take no accountability because that's not her, she's not her friend. She don't know her. All I keep doing is bringing up all those other cases. No, you don't owe her anything, but it's your fan base, not Clay's fan base. It's not Clay Thompson's fan base that's doing it. It's Megan Thee Stallion's fan base. Right? It's the hotties that's doing it. So she needs to let them know. Leave that innocent woman alone. She has nothing to do with this. And you're out here harassing them and saying, oh, well, she just got to deal with it. Like, no, she shouldn't have to deal with it if she has nothing to do with it. If she has nothing to do with it, she shouldn't have to deal with it. You see people getting accused all the time, just coming out of nowhere with rumors. Got tricked into it, so I don't blame her. I mean, listen, but it's two separate things, Rhonda Pollard. You know, and I didn't say I blame Megan for Lexi getting dragged into it because Megan didn't originally tweet that. The person who tweeted that, right? The person who tweeted that, and let me show something else. Let me show something else. Because people don't be looking at nothing. Hold on a minute. Now, I was harassing this person, so she may have blocked my ass. She may have blocked me. Hold on. Because I was harassing her like, yo, why don't you do an interview or something? Come on the pod and do an interview. She was like, hell no. Hold on. Did she block me? Hold on. If not, I'll go to my burner account. Hold on a minute. Hold on, I want to show y'all something. Y'all still hear me? Put a 1 if y'all can still hear me. Let me look under this one, cuz this ain't coming up. Like, what's going on, man? Like, why is this so... Oh, okay. So y'all looking at this? Now, I think I brought this girl up in the past. I know exactly who she is because she used to be, I don't think she is now, but she used to be cool with G from My Case You Didn't Know. I don't think they're still cool, but, and nobody goes over here. Y'all can see that? Look what she got on. How come y'all ain't nobody been over here? And he just got to the Dallas Mavericks. Do y'all see that? Hold on. Where's the profile picture? Now, who in the hell got a damn Klay Thompson bikini on the Dallas Mavericks? Who got a Klay Thompson bikini? And that's not a Klay Thompson bikini from the Golden State Warriors. How come ain't nobody asking her, hey, are you the one? At least she's got some sort of signs of knowing who Klay Thompson is. Dallas Mavericks, he just really got there, and he ain't doing all that great for nobody to be going out and purchasing no damn Dallas Maverick bikini with the number 11 on it. Ain't that Klay Thompson number? Okay. Now let's go further and see what she said. Right? Let's see what she said. Y'all follow me? This is some exclusive stuff. Ain't nobody showing y'all this. Ain't nobody able to show y'all this. They'll probably get it off of me and then start saying, hey, y'all, look, this is an exclusive. Right? Crimson, am I right? Who the hell got a Klay Thompson bikini on the Dallas Mavericks? Number 11, right there, right on a boob. Okay? That look more Klay Speed, don't it? That look more Klay Speed than Megan Thee Stallion. Okay? Here we go. Bam. Bam. Can y'all see what that say? Can y'all see what that say? Who gonna check me? Nobody. Let me make it big for y'all. Let me make it big for y'all. That's what she said to me. That's what she said. Let me make it big. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on 1 minute. One minute. See what happens when y'all fuck with me? Hold on. Damn. Almost acting up. You see what she says here? Who gonna check me? Nobody. Hashtag boss life. Hashtag I wouldn't be worrying about Lexi. You need to worry about me. Bam! Bam! 33 views. Ain't nobody even looking that way. 33 views. Y'all want to go further? April 25th. Told y'all months ago, but nobody listens. He came in my spot when they played here. I told y'all he wasn't faithful. You see that? You see that? Told y'all months ago, but nobody listened. He came in my spot when they played here, and I told y'all he wasn't faithful. Shall we go further? Bam! I effed Klay Thompson months ago. I effed Klay Thompson months ago. I told y'all he wasn't loyal, but nobody believed me. Do you believe me now? 111 views. Nobody even sees it. So here you got a woman, right? And if I'm not mistaken, back around the time that it's supposed to have happened, she said they're done. Look, August 26th, August 26th, 2025. I told y'all Kevin Hart got caught cheating on his wife, and it was true. If I'm not mistaken, Kevin Hart is getting ready to divorce his wife because she caught him cheating. Here go this girl, Cuban Segarra. I told y'all Kevin Hart got caught cheating on his wife, and it was true. I told y'all Cardi B was pregnant with her third. It was true. I am telling first, Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson have split. That was August 26th. Now remember, if you go back to her tweet, she says, I effed him months ago. Well, August 2025 was months ago. Was Klay Thompson telling her it was over? Was Klay Thompson telling her we're going to break up? Because she said here, I'm telling you first, Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson have split. Then um, shortly after this, there was a blind item that dropped and said, and this ain't no girl who's got some fake account. It says 15 years she's been on Twitter. So it's not like somebody who just came out and they made their account and just happened. She's been on Twitter 15 years. She's a Doja Cat fan. Back on August 4th, she tweeted, "This is why Nicki Minaj is really mad and why she hates the Queen Doja and Rock Nation. Because Jay-Z basically said he never heard a female rapper attack a beat like Doja Cat. Granny was spinning." Is this it right here? No, that's not it. No, that's not it. Let me keep looking in more of this girl's shit. What else this girl be talking about? Cardi B is okay. This is back in 2024. Cardi B is pregnant, but guess what? It may be by her former jump off, not Offset. That is what I heard, and y'all know I stay connected. Is that why is that why even though she pregnant, we still haven't seen Offset with her? They would be, even though since he out there knocking up randoms. Ooh, child. Yeah, this girl got the tea. Who is this girl? I remember that name, and I know that back in the day, she used to be cool with, in case you didn't know, but I don't think they messaged them. And this, I don't remember her looking like that, but maybe I'm wrong. So, hey, Maria Money, huh? club owner in DC and New York. Doja Cat is the queen. Top bottle girl playing for the teams I own. Hashtag money talks. What y'all think? What y'all think? Y'all think she capping? A Klay Thompson bathing suit? Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Who wears Klay Thompson bikinis? He ain't that lit. What y'all think? Y'all believe or you think she capping? Don't everybody talk at once. Y'all believe or y'all think she capping? Can y'all hear me? Hello? Can y'all hear me? What's going on? Wait a minute. You look in here. In February side believer. Crimson side believer. BB Love said, can you repeat the question? I said, have you been watching what I've been showing y'all? I said, who believes her or who thinks she capping? I mean, the first thing that I notice is who the hell wears Klay Thompson bikinis? And not even Klay Thompson on Golden State. If this was Klay Thompson on Golden State, yeah, that everybody was jocking Golden State. This is Klay Thompson on Dallas, where he's been terrible. So she basically said in her hashtag, you need to be worried about me and not Lexi. Where all the barbs? Where all the hotties at? Where all the hotties at? You gotta look. When you look, you trying to find stuff out. You need to look in the small accounts. She got obviously in the algorithm. If she mentioned Megan's name, I don't know. Did she mention? Yeah, she mentioned Megan's name months ago, and Megan's name would be hot in the algorithm now, especially if you mention it with Clay. She got a nice rack too, boy. Ooh, nice little rack. That looked more like Clay's speed. That looked more like his speed than Megan Thee Stallion. Now he did date Coco Brown, and Coco Brown, Klay Thompson is 6'7", so he's gonna want somebody tall. Coco Brown and Megan Thee Stallion are like the same height. I think Coco Brown is 6 feet or 6'1". She's pretty tall. Megan Thee Stallion 5'11". So I don't know, y'all. But this girl, not a lot of people are looking her way, but I guess because she don't got a lot of followers or she's just a club owner, so she's not really out there on social media. You see how far apart her tweets are. She tweeted a few days ago. Then before that, she tweeted August of 2025. Before that, she tweeted in like 2024. So her tweets are spread out. It's not giving fake account. Usually the fake accounts have like they follow like 8 people, 7 people. They have like 6 or 7 followers, but they be following 400 people. So it's not giving fake account, not to me. Right? But if y'all want to support me, y'all can send me a cash app, $, Heaven Hollywood. Definitely hit me up, man. Show me some support. I'm still trying to get over this surgery. And it's been tough to make content when you're in pain 24 hours a day, but I try to come on here and do the best I can, give y'all an entertaining show, and give y'all a lot of information. So if you can help me out by supporting me back, you know, I've got a lot of medical building shit coming up, but it's all good. Anyway, y'all, I thank y'all for joining in. Like I said, I got a Patreon. It's patreon.com/the IE network. If you're not following me on Twitch, add me on Twitch, twitch.tv. I need 3 more subs to get to the big number 70. Got 67. I just need 3 subs. So give me 3 subs out there. Download Twitch or go to twitch.tv. Look for Heaven Hollywood. Subscribe to the channel. All right. So I guess that's it for this evening show. This has been another installment of the Heaven Hollywood Experience. I'll catch y'all on the next one.